basic.
Yeah.
Build nothing.
He does not. I emailed him today, and I was like, hey, again, my B-roll is like coming.
So here's their lineup. Ours has not changed. Lynn, Flanagan, Morgan, Samples, and Boston.
They also have Anthony Davis on their team. There's a dude named Anthony Davis.
Oh my God, there Anthony Davis is on this team.
Yeah, Anthony Davis.
I don't think he's 6 foot, bro.
I don't think so.
Anthony Davis Jr.
I remember I was like looking at the names like, that's Anthony Davis.
Is he in their starter?
Yeah,
Has to be.
he is, yeah.
Hell yeah. That's just name intimidation right there.
Yeah. I'm going up against a team with Anthony Davis for starting lineup. I'm gonna be scared. We're live here, so whatever. I think like 3 on that clock.
Gotta shake off that rust for a while.
Yeah, me too. First basketball game in a while too, so let's go.
Yeah. First one since last year.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Grizz TV, where today we have the men's basketball home opener versus Knox College. I'm your host, Ryan Gage, and with me is Chet Sproles. Franklin off the back of 2 wins on the road, and I've been led by a balanced scoring attack within both games. 4 players and scored in double-figure points. Knox are also off the back of 2 straight wins, led by senior Sean Gallery's Conference Player of the Week performances with back-to-back double-double 20-point performances. Chet, how important is it for Franklin to have multiple guys scoring in a game?
Yeah, Ryan, it's very important for the Grizzlies to get off to a hot start tonight, and having multiple scorers will do that for them. This is a Prairie Fire defense that will let up a lot of points on the defensive side if we can get our shooters going here tonight. And it also helps the Grizzlies control the pace of play, which is something that I don't think is talked about enough with our team here tonight.
Franklin 2-1 on the season. Their 1 loss coming to the ranked Nebraska Wesleyan on the road in a heartbreaking fashion at the final minute of play. The Franklin team, when they play as a team and they get the ball moving, they really get some good results.
Yeah, we saw that in the Nebraska Wesleyan game. I mean, that's a top 15 opponent in the nation. They did a great job playing together and battling. You know, came down to a heartbreaking loss there in the final seconds. But if this team continues to play that way, they can score points and they can score them fast. They also did it in that exhibition at Ball State.
Yeah, we put up a good fight against a tougher opponent in Ball State. Had the lead at one point in the first half and had single-digit deficit against Ball State. This team can play with anybody.
Yeah, they really can. It's something special that they have, and they're just continuing to build on some great seasons that they've already had.
So let's meet the starting lineups first for the Knox Prairie Fire. Starting for the Prairie Fire, number 2, Brandon Cooley. Number 5, Anthony Davis. Number 10, Aiden Deary. Number 12, Sean Gallery. Number 30, Cole Andrews. Head coach is Corey Harvey. And for the Franklin Grizzlies, number 3, Lynn King. Number 4, Braden Flanagan. Number 7, Jesse Morgan. Number 11, Cody Samples. And number 24, Ryan Bostic. Head coach for the Franklin Grizzlies is Chris Hamilton. We're getting ready for player introductions and national anthem here in the stadium, so we'll step aside for that and be right back after the break. So Franklin rolls out the same starting 5 they have for all 4 contests this season. the all-5 senior lineup. How much is that experience helping Franklin so far this year?
Well, as a saying I always say is old guards win games. But when you have a full old team, that's going to win you some games down the line, Ryan.
Led by Jesse Morgan in scoring with 11 a game. The starting lineup shares the ball and gets people going. Braden Flanagan had a big game last time out for Franklin against Wabash, had 17 points with 5 3-pointers. And Franklin opens up with the opening tip. Morgan, top of the key, finds Samples, left-hand side. King over to Flanagan. On the right side, guarded by Gallery. Now King cut off by Cooley. Down at under 10 to shoot. Samples will try a long 3, in and out, rebounded by Cooley.
Prairie Fire doing a good job of guarding the perimeter there, really not giving anyone a lane into the paint.
Now Gallery, leading scorer for this Prairie Fire team, and he gets him on the board to open up. Sean Gallery, the senior from Park Ridge, Illinois, having himself a good year. Started off the season averaging 21.5 points, and is the reigning Mountain Midwest Conference Player of the Week for the Knox College Prairie Fire, as Bostic open for 3, top of the key, off the back iron, and rebounded by Derry. Into the corner now with Cooley. Cooley loses the dribble for a second, regains it. 15 on the shot clock, guarded by Bostic, top of the key. Davis gets it poked away by Bostic. Signal goes for Knox College.
Gives the Franklin Grizzlies a little bit of time to regroup there. Putting up 2 threes early, you know, they're not afraid to pull the trigger there.
Under 10 on the shot clock. Gallery gets in the post and draws a foul for 2 free throws. The thing about Sean Gallery's game is, you know, he's scoring all these points, but he's not doing it from three-point line. He's getting inside. Only 4 3-pointers on the season for him.
Yeah, and that's what coach likes to see, a physical player, a down low, willing to get to the basket, get to the rim, get fouls like we saw there, you know.
72% free throw shooter, knocks down the first of 2 attempts here. Second attempt off the front iron in for Knox College, 4-0 lead. Morgan fakes the handoff for Flanagan. Now King drives towards the right-hand side, gets it rejected by Aiden Derry, coming across the paint, and stays with Franklin on this baseline.
Yeah, really nice job getting up there and getting that block. I mean, Lynn's coming down there with a full head of steam, and that's a big momentum gainer there early in this game.
Franklin with 15 on the shot clock. Samples gets it off for Flanagan. Flanagan drives to his right at the baseline, cut off. Morgan get a push shot off and finds the bottom of the net.
Grizzlies looking to go into a full court press here early.
Full court with Samples and Bostic. Backcourt force a lot of turnovers. Up top with Davis into the corner. Gallery wide open for 3. Said he doesn't shoot him, but he did there, and he drills one in the corner, and Hamilton taking an early timeout.
Yeah, that's a good timeout there, taking it. It's an early run there for the Prairie Fire. One needed. You need to settle down your team, get them back into this game.
Yeah, 7-2, all coming from the hand of Sean Gallery. We'll step aside and be back in just a moment. So after the timeout, Franklin with the ball, down 7-2, 17:47 remaining in this first half.
Prairie Fire moving into a full court press to respond to that Grizzly.
Evan has had some trouble in the past, just gets it over the timeline. Is Bostic for that 10-second violation. King over to Samples, top of the key. Morgan on the right elbow with 7 to shoot. Spins into the baseline, kicks out for Bostic in the corner. His three-pointer off the left iron, and then it goes off the hands of Morgan on the rebound attempt, and it's Knox ball.
Morgan trying to sell that there, acting like he didn't touch it, fully out of bounds.
Trying to steal one there, keep possession alive for Franklin. Cooper Matthews chips in for Franklin. Actually, the leading scorer so far this season is Cooper Matthews, 15 points a game coming off the bench, and he almost picks up a steal there. Out of bounds off of him before he can keep it alive. Josh Stewart will check in for Knox College, as well as Carl Dortch.
Franklin sticking to this full court press here early.
And Samples will come with the steal right to Matthews. Had an open three, passed it up over to King in the corner. King will whip out for Samples. He's wide open on the left-hand side. Off the back iron, King grabs the offensive board. Into the low post. Matthews can't hang on to that high pass from King, and another turnover by Franklin.
Yeah, just a little too high for Matthews there down in the post. Good eyesight there, good vision by King, trying to find his open man down low.
The top with Davis. Out in the corner now with Andrews. And cutting to the basket is Stewart, and he'll lay it in. 9-2 ball game early on. Franklin in a hole.
A simple give and go there on the end.
As Andrews almost takes it away from King. Samples handoff with Matthews. Into the corner with Samples. Cutting at the free throw line. Matthews finds Flanagan in the corner, and he hits that one. First three of the night for Braden Flanagan.
And Matthews there had that open jump shot from the baseline there, or from the free throw line, I should say. Gave that one up. Risky decision, but it paid off for him.
And Samples comes up with the steal. Matthews secures it for Franklin. He had a chance to run the fast break. Flanagan will just slow it down. Samples drives towards the free throw line. Turned away into King on the baseline. Bounce pass across the paint. And one for Jesse Morgan.
Great job there by Jesse Morgan, getting the contact, finding the rim, and getting that basket to go in.
Carl Dortch called on the foul, his first, team's first. A three-point play coming for the senior Jesse Morgan III. Take a timeout here with Knox College as it's 9-7. We'll be back in just a moment. Back after our impromptu media timeout. 16:01 to play. 9-7 Knox College. Jesse Morgan at the line to finish off his three-point play.
The Grizzlies are looking to make a 6-0 run here early.
And Morgan converts to make the 6-0 run. Happen to cut the lead to 1 after the 9-2 start for Knox. Davis gets it up to Rogers. He'll try a three-pointer, and he buries it. We'll call that a 2. Foot was on the line.
And that's where the full court press can kind of like find you out in no man's land there. Luckily, the foot was on the line, only a 2-point play.
King finds Archie in the corner. Good pass to find Morgan. Hop step up and under the basket. Can't get the layup to go, though.
Morgan makes a great move there, just can't find the tail end of that shot.
Now Stewart drives to the basket, gets a step on King, and lays it in on the left hand. Morgan gives it up to Matthews at the free throw line. He'll take this contested shot off the back iron and rebound out for Stewart. Now Knox has numbers 4 on 3, finds Dortch, and he'll draw a foul on the shot attempt.
Prairie Fire moving fast there, almost best intention to get a foul there, not to continue their run.
Knox shooting a perfect 5 for 5 and a 2 for 2 from the free throw line today. Franklin just 3 of 10 from the field, 1 for 5 from three-pointer to start off this contest as Dortch hits the first shot. See Dylan Beverly check in for Franklin, as long as with Jesse Fairs. Dylan Beverly just making his second appearance of the season. Fairs coming in after a big performance against Wabash, had 9 points on 3 of 3 shooting. Looking to get a little bit of spark off the bench from the 2 sophomores. Matthews drives, gets a shot altered by Stewart.
Got a lot of contact on that shot, one that you don't want to see him take himself.
Dortch can't handle the pass inside, and Beverly comes up with the steal. Now Franklin bring on the fast break. Bostic into the corner for Fairs. He'll try a 3. Off the side of the backboard, that was way off for Fairs. Gets his own rebound, drives inside and scores.
Nice job to get your own rebound there, make up for your mistake of that bad 3-point shot.
15-10, 14-15 to play. Over to Rogers on the right-hand side, and he'll size up Archie into the post with Dortch. Guarded by Beverly. Beverly there with the test, but a rebound by Gallery, but then rejected by Beverly. Bostic on the fast break, hesitates, floats it in the lane. Shot won't go. Fairs can't get the rebound for Franklin. And eventually slowed up here by Russell Wright.
A good job by the Prairie Fire to kind of slow down this game. A little bit hectic under the basket for the past couple possessions.
Gallery back into the game after 7 quick points, driving inside and drawing the contact. Not a shot, calling it on the pass. Goes on Dylan Beverly, his first. As Cody Samples checks back in for Cooper Matthews. Errant inbound pass. Archie trying to grab it, throws it off the defender, and gets the possession for Franklin.
Yeah, Archie does a good job of throwing that ball off right, getting the possession back for the Grizzlies here.
15-10. Franklin trying to find the spark of offense. Just 4 of 14 shooting early on here. Archie Fairs. And Beverly can't hold on to that pass through the legs, and picked up by Stewart. Driving coast to coast is Stewart. Gets it rejected again by Beverly, his second block. Now Rogers steps back in the corner. That 3 off the iron and out.
Another missed possession there by Knox. You have the early breakaway and then come up with nothing just because of a little confusion under the basket. Who's going to rebound that ball?
Bostic into the corner for Fairs. Fairs 12 to shoot on the shot clock. Picks up the dribble, gives it off to Samples with 8 to shoot. Driving on the right-hand side, Rogers into the air, and then Samples will draw the foul on Stewart.
Good job drawing the foul there with 4 left on the shot clock. Got to think there's 2 Prairie Fire defenders around there. Someone's going to come up with a rebound.
Cody Samples will head to the line to shoot 2 shots, a senior from Versailles, Indiana. Had 16 points in the win versus Wabash.
Looks like Samples might have taken a shot to the face there.
Yeah, he's been messing with that nose ever since the foul was called. Never mind, they hit to the face. Both free throws good for Cody Samples. Instant pressure there on Gallery. Now Stewart able to get that one away from the double team, and now Gallery up top around the screen. Finds right. Now Rogers from the elbow, off target and out of bounds for Franklin ball.
Made you worry there on that initial pressure. It looked like the Grizzlies weren't going to get all their defenders back, and they switch into that man defense, and it pays off for them.
Full court press seemed to slow down this Prairie Fire offense. They missed 4 of their last 5 shots. And into the post with Morgan. Gets a step on the defender, up and under. A lot of contact, nothing called, and he misses a shot.
Yeah, Morgan wants that one to be called. Makes a nice move under the basket.
Stewart guarded by Samples. Fair switches on the screen, and then a long 3 drilled by Cole Andrews. Second 3-pointer of the night for Knox.
Franklin just 1 of 6 from the 3-point line tonight.
Into the post again with Jesse Morgan. Got 2 defenders on him. Steps through both of them. Can't finish that shot.
Once again, Morgan, same move, just opposite side of the basket there. Can't get that one to go either.
Doing a good job to find himself some space to get some shots off. And Andrews drills another 3. And a timeout taken by Franklin.
Back-to-back 3s for Andrews. A nice display of shooting here as we hit the midpoint of the first half.
9-point lead, the largest of the night so far for Knox. We'll take a moment to step aside for this quick break.
Yeah, get the audio.
Looks like a recorder to cut to mid-play and
Have them talk about it. So coming out of the timeout, heated discussion there from Coach Hamilton, trying to fire up the guys here, down by 9.
It kind of
And then King can't handle the full court press and throws that one away. Another turnover by Franklin. There's 3rd turnover of the night.
And Coach Hamilton can't be too happy with that one. He just came out of the timeout, getting on his guys for being out physical. We could hear a little piece from up here. You come out and turn the ball over. Not a good look for this Grizzly offense.
So Anthony Davis back in the game. It's up to Gallery, drives right side, draws a foul on the shot, and he'll shoot 2 more free throws. Foul will go on Dylan Beverly. Be his first. And Gallery nails the first free throw. Cooper Matthews will check back in. Will Spellman also came in the game for Franklin, the freshman from Center Grove. Gallery leaves that free throw short, and King secures the rebound for Franklin. 10-point game. Franklin looking for a spark of offense. Matthews finds Samples on the cut and then fouled on the layup attempt as he goes up and under.
Very nice pass there by Matthews, finding Samples on that cut right away. Just takes a shot to the body there underneath the rim and can't get that one to find backside of the glass.
2 free throws coming for Cody Samples. Already 2 for 2 on the night. Second free throw, no good from Samples. Now on the full court press. Samples picking up Davis all the way down the court. Now Gallery gives it up for Andrews. Andrews drives inside, kicks it back out. Back inside for Andrews, and Matthews comes up with a steal. Samples drives inside, trying to find Spellman off of the defender and taken away by Knox.
Spellman just got a little too low in the post there for Samples' pass.
Andrews with a bit of a heat check there after his opening 2 threes. Can't hit that one. Now King will try one the other way. Off the back iron, no good for Franklin. Inside, Gallery triple teamed in there. And then they're calling a foul on the floor before the jump ball.
And that's one that's going to get called a lot, Ryan. You got 3 defenders on one guy. Everyone's fighting for the ball. Called a foul on the floor and keep this game moving.
And Gallery, miscommunication out there with Andrews. Gallery thought he was going to stay in the corner.
And that's one that you just got to get hashed out and talk about, saying, that's my fault, I thought you were going to stay over there.
So 22-13, Franklin just shooting 23% from the field, 1 for 7 from beyond the arc. Needing to create some better looks here. King over to Matthews in the corner. He'll drive baseline, gives it up for Spellman, and he'll lay it in and good.
Spellman fumbles that pass there initially. He does a good job to retain possession and put that one up for 2.
Franklin still with this full court press here. Matthews trying to take it away from Gallery. Almost was able to throw it off his leg as he was diving for it, but can't quite complete it.
I think that one hit off his own ankle as he was going for that play there.
Full court press causing a little bit of problems on the inbound for Knox. This time, no problem. Throws the lob and the jam for Aiden Derry.
The classic 2-on-1 play there. Someone's going to be open. He finds him over the top.
Oh, and then a shoving on the screen there by Dante Smith on Cooper Matthews, and bodies colliding. So under 10 to play, 24-15. Franklin trying to cut this into single digits. Further into single digits. Matthews drives inside, and a blocking foul there called on Dante Smith. His second in a matter of a minute.
Yeah, picks up 2 back-to-back fouls. Not what you like to see.
Let's see. Willie Rogers, a third, check back in for him. Smith, the freshman from Texas. 2 quick fouls. Sees him probably sit for the remainder of this half. Archie at the free throw line. He'll pull up and take a jumper. Off the back iron, too strong. Davis, guarded by Samples, spins in the lane, in the middle. The shot altered there by King, and he'll pick up the defensive rebound. Matthews kicks back out to King. He'll drive inside. Creates some separation. Kicks out for Matthews. His three-pointer off the front iron. No good, but King tips it back in for the bucket.
King does a great job of staying patient in that low post after he kicks it out to Matthews. He would put that one up.
Got the position on the defender. And creates the offensive rebound and second chance points. 24-17. Gallery cuts baseline. Gets a man in the air. Shot no good. Tipped up by Derry. Still no good. Now Andrews open for 3. In and out, no good. Gallery gets another offensive rebound. Still. And then into the corner. Samples can't keep it in bounds for Franklin.
Yeah, Ryan, and this is the story of tonight. A lot of play going on under the basket on both sides of the court. And you can see that the Grizzly defenders just on that three-point attempt after that kick out, little lackluster to get back out there, and then no one's able to get the rebound.
Samples almost comes up with the steal on the inbound. Derry gives up for Davis. 15 to shoot. Into the post with Derry, guarded by Archie, kicks back out for Gallery. Inside for Andrews, saves it in the corner, and Archie will pick it up for Franklin. Have numbers forward, outlet pass for King, a little bit out in front of him. Archie in the corner, his three-pointer, he buries it. Franklin finally break the three-point drought.
And that outlet pass was just a little too long for King. Archie does a nice little sneak move just behind the defender and finds an open three.
Just a 4-point game now for Franklin as Davis drives and gets the score over King with the right hand.
And the Prairie Fire tonight are playing faster to the rack, and that's why they've gotten more points down low than this Grizzly offense.
Under 8 to play in this first half. King over to Spellman on the corner. Back cut Archie into the corner. Matthews, his three-pointer off the back iron. Long rebound secured by Samples. Spellman in the post. Drives his shoulder into the defender and scores.
Spellman using that big frame of his to kind of get up in that defender's area and finds a nice basket.
For a freshman, Will Spellman has some good size on him. He's a big boy.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of talk about around campus about how he's going to be a difference maker for this Grizzly team, and especially on the offensive side, getting some physicality down low.
So timeout here taken, be our media timeout, under 8 to play. 26-22, Knox lead by 4. We'll be back in just a moment. So Samples, Bostic, Beverly, Morgan, and Fairs, the 5 on the floor for Franklin. Dortch, Andrews, Davis, Wright, and Willie Rogers, the 5 on the floor for Knox with 6:48 to play, 26-22. Andrews will fire another 3. This one off the front iron, gets a lucky bounce.
Andrews' third three-pointer of the night.
He's got more threes himself than the Franklin team has all together.
Yeah, Franklin just shooting 20% from behind the arc.
Bostic fine Fairs on the back cut. Can't get the shot to go.
Cody Samples makes a nice DB play there, breaking that pass up.
And the Fairs again inside, fouled by Rogers on the layup attempt from Fairs. He'll shoot 2. So Jesse Fairs, the sophomore from Ben Davis, makes the first free throw. Two for 2 at the line for Jesse Fairs. And he'll check out for Lynn King. And Braden Cooley will check back in for Knox College. And Josh Stewart came back in as well there. Cross court for Rogers. Now into the middle, Beverly fighting for it. And then over the top, Wright scores.
Yeah, Wright does a good job getting physical, fighting for that ball and gets it to go up.
Beverly cross court for King. Over the high pass. Three-pointer. Probably had an attempt there for King. Back into the post with Morgan. Spins, gets cut off. Finds Bosick in the corner with 12 to shoot. Over to Samples, his three-pointer. Off the back iron and can't get the bounce. And then nobody can secure the rebound, and it goes off of Knox, so Franklin keeps possession.
Yeah, you saw Bosick calling for it in the other corner, waving his arms around there early. Just a tad, a couple seconds late on that three-pointer.
So Bosick wide open off the inbound. Three-pointer off the left iron and no good. Franklin just has a lid on the rim from three this first half.
Yeah, when you're shooting 18.2% from the three-point line, it's not a good night.
Driving inside is Cooley, and he can't get his shot to fall. King picks up the board. And then cross court, deflected, and then taken away by Dortch. And Stewart on the other end lays it in with the left hand.
Very nice outlet pass there. Knox had numbers and catches Franklin off guard.
Lead back up to 9 for Knox. Morgan over to Samples, into the post with King now. King backing down Cooley, double team brought by Stewart. Over to Samples, into Bosick in the corner, gets it blocked. And Stewart knocks it away. And now on the fast break, Willie Rogers, wide open dunk for Knox to put the lead back into double digits.
Coach Hamilton electing Knox to take a timeout there after that dunk.
And then Beverly driving inside, draws the contact on the shot, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, and just like that, Ryan, that Knox lead is extended up to 11 points. And just a second ago, we were looking at a 4-point game.
And Knox on a quick run here to open up this last 6 minutes. And Beverly drills the first free throw. Flanagan checks back in for Franklin. Second free throw, no good. Morgan grabs the offensive board and puts it back in.
Great effort there by Morgan to get that rebound on the free throw attempt, put it back up. Grizzlies come away with 3 points there.
2-for-1 scenario. Take it to cut into this lead. Cooley into the middle for Dortch, and then a draw. It's a foul on the shot, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. Beverly picks up his 3rd foul in this first half. And then Matthews will check back in. So 1-and-1 here for Dortch. And he misses the front half of the 1-and-1. Rebound by Flanagan. Into the corner with Samples. And Samples gets whacked there by Cooley. Active hands, draws a foul.
And another shot to the face there on Samples.
So Franklin into the bonus to shoot a 1-and-1 here. Front half of the 1-on-1 here from Cody Samples. And he drills that one. Two for 2 from the line. Make that 4 of 5 on the night for Cody Samples. 39-25, 4 minutes to play in this first half. See which team here closes out the half better.
Yeah, it's a game of runs so far. Just which team can string together the longest one.
Over to Stewart on the far corner. His pass can't find his target. And then a travel there by Russell Wright, and Franklin gets a turnover.
Yeah, you heard the initial reaction from the audience. That wasn't called right away. He takes a big jump there and lands on both feet. You can't do that.
Take us to our next media timeout. Under 4 to play. 35-29 is your score. We'll be back in just a moment.
notes I need. I find that funny. Let me just. There we go. Still gonna be There's 4.5. 16, 12, 8, 4. A lot of the time it's 12 and 8.
We have 2 for each team.
Usually 6 to 12 and 8. Sometimes they don't like because it's either there's like what's going to play that both it feels like there's more because it's like so many. The halves are so long.
It's college basketball.
So final 3:44 this first half after the timeout. Franklin down by 6 with the ball. What does Franklin need to do here to cut in this lead before halftime?
Yeah, it's really continuing to find a way to break this full court press that you're seeing right now. Once they can get to their side of the court, they can really slow down pace of play and have their offensive possessions come together and find open baskets underneath the rim.
That's Flanagan on the left-hand side. Over to Archie. Now Matthews into the post with King with just 4 to shoot. Drives baseline, gets a step, goes up and draws a foul.
King makes a very nice move on that baseline, able to get that defender kind of off his feet a little bit, cuts inside, and takes a shot underneath the basket.
Just 1 second left on the shot clock when he drew the foul. Franklin gets a chance for 2 free throws here. King just shooting 50% from the free throw line this season. We'll keep that trend up here. Makes it a 5-point game as Samples will check back in for Franklin. Sean Gallery back in for Knox.
And I know King missed that first free throw there, but Franklin doing a nice job of getting to the line tonight. 10 for 13 from the free throw line.
Really helped keep him in this game, and then the double team in the corner forces Gallery to take a timeout here.
And smart timeout there by Gallery. Knew that possession wasn't going to go anywhere.
Had him trapped in the corner, so Franklin down by 5 will step aside for just a moment. So Knox with the ball following the timeout called by Gallery on the double team trap. Gallery drives, takes it to the basket and scores.
Nice use of a timeout there. Able to draw up a quick play. Gallery gets to the rim quickly. Finds 2 for the Knox College offense.
First scorer into double figures is Sean Gallery with 10 points, leads all scorers in this game. Flanagan into Morgan. Morgan drives, gets the foul and the basket.
And Morgan able to become the second double-digit scorer here tonight, just as you mentioned that too.
Chance for a 3-point play. Jesse Morgan converted one earlier tonight as Anthony Davis checks back in. Morgan can't convert the 3-point play. Lead stays at 4. Stewart driving on the left-hand side. Is up for Andrews, top of the key. Now Smith. Pass way over the head of Gallery and out of bounds. Franklin forces another turnover.
I thought we might have seen a Prairie Fire player dive over our official's desk down there.
No one gave the effort. Would have loved to see it. 10th turnover of the first half for Knox College.
And Ryan, it's hard to win a game when you lead the turnover column. Franklin with just 5.
Yeah, especially when you're doubling up your opponent. Franklin with the ball, 2:15 to play in the first half, trying to make this potential 1-score, 2-score game as Flanagan drives baseline, lays it in off the glass.
And Flanagan makes a nice cut there right to the glass and finds the easy 2, able to avoid contact too.
And then Samples will come up with the steal on the other end. Archie, cross-court pass for Matthews. Drives baseline, can't get the shot to go. Offensive rebound secured by Morgan. Puts it up and in for Franklin. 1-point game.
Another nice move by Morgan under the basket. Able to get 2 defenders jumping.
Morgan now leads all scorers with 11. Now Stewart, top of the key. Around the screen, out to right. Three-pointer by Gallery, and he drills his second of the night.
Yeah, and you almost come up with that huge momentum killer for the Prairie Fire with that steal, but instead you get the three-pointer in the corner.
Archie left all alone in the corner. He is one to answer it. Malachi Archie's second 3 off the bench.
An exciting final 3 minutes here in this one.
1-point game with a minute to play in the first half. Gallery into the middle, over the head pass, charge drawn by Braden Flanagan.
Flanagan making plays all over the field, takes a nice charge on that one, gets possession back for the Grizzlies.
Selfless play there to take the charge. Gallery almost had a nice over-the-head pass there, no looker into the corner, but the offensive turnover, their 11th of the half. Make that their 12th, sorry. Now Franklin has a chance to take the lead before halftime.
And it's been a gritty half of basketball for the Grizzlies, and they've just muscled their way back into this one with a chance to take the lead now, like you said.
Over to Matthews on the right-hand side. Drives, wide open lane, lays it in, and Franklin leads for the first time tonight.
Nice fake pass there off the fingertips by Matthews, able to find a nice open lane for him.
A little show and go. Now with 25 to play. Lob over to Gallery, gets it, double teamed. Into the corner with Smith, his three-pointer. He drills it right before the half. Clock still rolling, 13. Franklin will just hold for the final shot, 43-41. Matthews goes now at 5 to shoot, 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Under, blocked by Stewart. And Franklin will go into the half down by 2.
Well, what an exciting final minute and a half of basketball there.
Both teams trading blows and three-pointers, trying to go into the locker room with the lead, and Knox College does so. Franklin gets their first lead by 1 late in that half. Jesse Morgan leads the Franklin scores with 11 points, 5 for 8 from the field. Franklin just shooting 3 for 14 from the three-point line.
Yeah, that's something that's going to have to be addressed here in the locker room at halftime. Along with the defense, you're giving up 43 points in the first half. A lot of scoring on both ends of the court, I should say, though.
Yeah, Sean Gallery leads all scorers with 13. He's 4 for 6, 2 for 2 from three-point land. And that takes us into our halftime break. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
Down by 11 at one point, and then we ended up leading by 1.
hate tripods, dude.
I'm doing my whole final project and go just like out keep out my phone just like this. And it's gonna be a little shaky, but it's about squirrels. So like I can just set it up and sit there, they move.
Oh, Rasmus.
I think you're good.
There's no way to get this stable. Alright, whatever you're ready, kid. service all those like little farm.
Yeah.
Dude, Mount Vernon High School. Out there in the middle. I'm literally leaving Clarksville and I'm like, okay, there's nothing out there. There's this huge like athletic building and like a high school. I'm like, okay.
And Mount Vernon's like a big school. I mean, a lot of people go there.
I didn't know that.
A lot of like those schools though, they're technically public, but they don't have public buses because it's there's such a wide range of kids that come here. They can't offer busing 30 minutes away.
Seems illegal.
This is how they do it. I mean, there's probably some busing, but like not near as much as I can think of a big public high school. My high school has 110 buses. Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school? Oh, that's a big one.
There's like 4,900 kids there. Like fourth or fifth largest now in the state. It's gone downhill this time. They put a bunch of renovations in, but they fired like 7 staff members for gone down sexual assault allegations. Our theater teacher got busted for touching little kids. It's like, oh no.
It's all over. We had one of our teachers. He was on the grinder. He met up with a 15-year-old.
Oh no.
Yeah, so he got his like court case was like on the news all the time because he tried to run from the prison the whole
The principal at high school, his son was on my baseball team like all my life. But I knew him very well. Well, after I graduated, all of his stuff came out. And it all came out that he intentionally covered it all. Yeah. And then we're like, oh, you were a good dude. I saw you throwing in Tennessee saying karaoke. You said it out to the entire school. He definitely got upset. Like, no one gets drunk in Tennessee going karaoke. I'm allowed to take video of you drunk karaoke. Like, not like bad, it's like, yeah, sprains an ankle, sprains a wrist.
attendance 135. sophomore year. When we went up there to, that was the one road trip my freshman year that I went on. And they stomped the shit out of us. Just so you can that off, my sophomore year, what is going on?
What is happening? Yeah. Final 20 minutes of basketball getting ready to head underway. Franklin trails by 2, 43-41. Chet, what are some things you saw in that first half?
Yeah, well, for Franklin, the main eyesore on that stat sheet is a 3 from 14 from the three-point line. They probably went into the locker room at halftime and fixed that. And it's also the defense. You know, we got a lot of guys running to get a hand up in the face of a shooter. Something that they got to fix there. For Knox, it's continuing to get down to the rim, playing fast and physical.
And off the opening inbound, Flanagan, and one on the layup.
Well, they didn't let me finish to get this action started, and that's what we like to see here in the second half.
And we had a fast-paced final 3 minutes of the first half, and we had a fast-paced first 3 seconds of the second half.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's something Coach Hamilton went in the locker room and preached. We have to get off to a fast start, and they did it right there.
Flanagan, one of just 3 players in the positive plus-minus stat. He was plus 12 for Franklin in that first half. And he converts a 3-point play. Franklin takes their second 1-point lead of the night. Stewart gives it up for Gallery. And that baseline pass taken away by King. The Gallery still fighting with it for Bostic, and he eventually gets it across half court. Is Ryan Bostic. Morgan drives at the elbow, gives it up to King. King spins baseline underneath the basket, gets it back to Morgan, then poked away by Gallery. 9 to shoot on the shot clock.
Yeah, Franklin comes out real fast in that steal by Flanagan. Looks like they're slowing down on this side of the court on offense here. Now with a full possession.
Into the corner, Flanagan, he'll rise for the 2-pointer. That one's off the back iron and rebounded by Knox. Gallery led all scorers in that first half with 13 points. And Bostic picks up that pass, and King on the fast break misses the dunk.
And that can't happen right there. You're in a close game, and you want to put a point of emphasis by slamming that down. A nice outlet pass there by Bostic.
Now Gallery drives inside, draws a contact, and King commits to the foul.
And that will send Sean Gallery back to the free throw line. Already has hit 75% of his shots.
Misses that first attempt. Gallery just a 72% free throw shooter. He doesn't shoot much from beyond the arc. Maybe not the best volume shooter is Sean Gallery. He is 2 for 2 from 3 tonight. And he goes 0 for 2 at the line that time.
I might have commentated cursed him right there.
Bostic gives it up for Morgan. Morgan over to Flanagan, wide open in the corner. 3-pointer too much on it. Samples fighting for the offensive rebound, and then Morgan picks it up. And that tie up there with Andrews. Possession arrow, I believe, is with Franklin, so it'll stay on this end of the court.
Samples does a nice job getting physical and fighting for that ball. Able to dish it over to Morgan.
So Knox and Coach Harvey will take a timeout here with 18:27 to play. Back in just a moment. So following the Knox timeout, Franklin with possession, 20 to shoot on the shot clock. Still the starting 5 on the floor for Franklin. Flanagan, Bostic, Samples, Morgan, and King. King gets it into Morgan on the low post, loses his dribble and falls on the trip there. I think it will go on Derry. On the trip there. So second team foul early on for Knox. And then Wright pokes that one away from Samples. A little bit of trouble inbounding here for Franklin.
Yeah, a little.
Let's go long this time for Bostic.
Yeah, safe play to like the long ball there on the inbound, like you said. Bit of trouble for the Grizzlies.
Sitting him on the go route there.
He's down there somewhere.
Samples into the post for Morgan, 6 to shoot. Kicks it out for Flanagan, top of the key, three-pointer. Bullseye for Braden Flanagan.
That one will bring the crowd into it.
Flanagan moves into double-figure points with 11.
Largest Grizzly lead of the night as well.
4-point lead for Franklin after trailing as many as 11 in that first half. And then Bostic comes up with another steal. On the fast break, Bostic will launch a three-pointer. Out, in and out. Rebound by Stewart. Rogers over to Andrews into the post now with Derry. Now Stewart drives, kicks outside for Wright. Little floater into the lane. And a charge drawn there by Braden Flanagan. His second charge of the night.
And yeah, you see him hold up the 2 there. He's happy about that one.
Letting the team know. Get that draw charge counter up. 2K, that gets your teammate grade up by a lot.
I was about to say, yeah, he's getting that fan favorite activated.
47-43, Franklin with their biggest lead of the night, trying to extend it here. Cooper Matthews into the game for Bostic. Morgan try to get inside for King. Now gives up for Flanagan. Flanagan back over Morgan. Thought about the three-pointer. Now into the corner. Flanagan left wide open. String music. And then a foul on the shot. I think they're going to take that one away.
Yeah, it looks like it. Unfortunate break there for the Grizzlies. They're going to take that one away from them.
Unless they're calling that after the shot. The points haven't been taken off the board yet. Still 50-43 is the in-house scoreboard. So they might be keeping the points.
Yeah, it looks like they let them have it.
So Flanagan hits his third three-pointer of the night, 50-43. Thought they were going to call that before the shot on King. Called it afterwards. Driving baseline and Wright. Can't get the shot. Outlet pass for Matthews. Finds Flanagan. Goes up to King, top of the key. Into the post with Morgan. Morgan swings it out for Samples. His three-pointer. Buries it. Back-to-back threes for Franklin, and now it's a 10-point lead.
And like I said earlier when we started this half, the three-point shooting needs to change for the Grizzlies. Coach Hamilton definitely got on these boys and got them oiled up and shooting well.
Franklin now shooting 6 for 19 from 3. Now has a 10-point lead, 16-11 to play. As Carl Dortch will check back in for Prairie Fire. Dylan Beverly comes in to match it. Bit of size on size. Beverly, the 6'6" sophomore, matching with Dortch, the 6'5" junior.
Yeah, Beverly, a critical player off the bench for the Grizzlies. Like you said, coming in to match that size.
Inbound pass tipped by, I believe, Morgan. Got a fingertip to it, poked it out of bounds. Now Andrews will inbound it in the corner. Now Wright working on Archie. And then pass inside for Dortch, knocked away by Cooper Matthews. And now 7 to shoot on the inbound baseline.
Archie does a great job of clogging that lane, working against right there.
And nobody picks up Dortch off the inbound play, and he'll lay it in for an easy 2. Archie running point for this offense now. Over top to Beverly. Inside for Morgan. Poked away by Dortch. And now on the fast break, Dortch drives inside, blocked by Morgan. But Stewart racing back, gets there and lays it in.
And that's where that hustle play mentality has to come into effect. You know, you had 3 Prairie Fire players running down there to help assist their man in that one-on-one situation.
So Archie trying to get into that low post with Morgan, eventually does so. Cross court for Beverly, he'll try a 3-pointer. That's off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Smith. 6-point lead now for Franklin. Stewart backs in on Matthews, goes up for the shot, and then draws a foul there on Cooper Matthews. That'll take us to our first media timeout of the second half. Franklin leads by 6, 15:01 to play. Franklin with a 6-point lead. Chet, what has had Franklin get this lead?
Yeah, it's those turnovers. I mean, you've had 17 turnovers off, and then you get 25 points off of those. Really driving this Franklin offense right now. They look to continue to cause some havoc in the backcourt for the Prairie Fire and add to that lead.
So the 5 on the court for Franklin on this free throw from Stewart is Matthews, Archie, Beverly, Spellman, and Samples. As Stewart misses the first. And 1 for 2 at the line for Josh Stewart. Now, Prairie Fire going back to this full court press. Franklin does a good job to beat it. Now into Spellman. Over to Archie. 10 to shoot. Finds Samples. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fakes the handoff. Samples turnaround jumper. No good. Beverly trying to get the offensive rebound. Can't do so. Brought down by Smith.
Well, that initial start to that possession, they did a nice job breaking that full court press. Just too much time, or I should say not enough time left on that shot clock to really set up a nice offensive play.
Out to Gallery into the paint, and the floater goes for Sean Gallery. Up to 15 on the night.
And that's where Gallery makes his money, right there in that low post.
Spellman has it knocked away, fighting for it. Dortch wins it, and down the other end, blocks by Samples. What a hustle play.
Great hustle and determination to get down to the other side of the court by Samples. You know, he was out in the corner for the Grizzlies and able to track that one down.
End-to-end sprint for Cody Samples. Gets back to block it away from Stewart. Lead down to 3 by Franklin. As a foul there called on Franklin on the inbound. 4th team foul by Franklin.
inbounding troubles for both teams tonight. It might be some of that early season rust that they're knocking off and learning how to play with each other.
Gallery gets it inside for Dorch, and he'll throw one up and score. 9-0 run here by the Prairie Fire after going down 10. A backdoor cut, Flanagan to the rim and scores.
That well-executed cut there. Nice pass from Samples as well. Got to give him the credit on the assist.
It's one of the basic installs I saw in this Franklin team when they went to play Ball State. They ran that play about 20 times, trying to get that to perfection.
Yeah, and if it's working, why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what I'm trying to say here.
If it works against a school like Ball State, it'll work down here at the D3 level. Franklin commits the foul on the drive by Gallery, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. Gallery makes the front half of the 2 shots. Missed 2 shots earlier. 3 for 6 from the line. This time he goes 2 for 2, and it's a 1-point game again. Matthews drives on Stewart, and it's knocked away by Gallery, and he'll drive down the other end, and he'll lay it up and in.
Nice. A little bit of a kind of a catch and shoot there close to the rim. Thought Gallery might have put it too hard off the glass, but it finds the net there and gets in for 2.
Got the soft touch, and there's that back cut again by Archie this time, and he lays it in.
Oh, what did I say? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Go right back to it and get 2 more.
Both teams just trading baskets now. Franklin back up by 1. Dorch at the top of the key, drives inside, and they'll call a block there on Jesse Fairs. Didn't get the feet set. Sixth team foul of the half already for Franklin. As Dorch will go to the line. Dorch just 2 for 4 from the free throw line this season. Not many attempts from here. And leaves the first attempt short. As Vladimir Marinov checks in, the sophomore from Bulgaria. So they're in the lineup now for Knox.
Quite the pickup for Knox College.
And that free throw misses everything. So it'll be an inbound for Franklin. And then Matthews tries to find Archie, who is open in the far corner. Just had too much heat on the pass. Marinov, first action of this game, gets trapped by Matthews. Now diving on the floor. Samples trying to get it up. And then I
think they called it Knox possession there in that little scuffle on the floor.
Yeah, I believe Gallery got a timeout called in time. So timeout taken by Knox as the ball fell on the floor. Heads up play by the senior leader to get the timeout off. 57-56 with 12 to play. We'll be back in just a moment.
Now they don't trust me. Just doing my job. I get paid enough to care about that. That hard. And for them.
So Knox ball following the timeout. Taken on the floor by Sean Gallery. Loose ball on the ground.
Gallery does a nice job getting that timeout in time while he had a little bit of possession of that ball.
Now Gallery in that low post, double teamed by Fairs and Archie. And now in the lane, Wright gets that one to fall. Matthews gives it over to Fairs. Back to Matthews, crossover. Loses it. And now Archie with 10 to shoot. Drives towards the free throw line, gives it to Samples on the cut and lays it in.
Once again, backdooring this Prairie Fire defense. You see them become a little bit more aware of the cuts that Franklin College has put in this install, and not able to pick up that one.
Aronov in the corner, fakes a three, drives inside, gives it up for Wright. He'll put a shot up, won't go. Fairs fights for the rebound and grabs it for Franklin. Matthews, he'll drive inside, draw the foul, can't get the basket to go, but he'll shoot 2 free throws.
Down in that first half of play, we only had 2 lead changes, already 4 in this half. A little back and forth matchup for us here.
Just trading baskets, both teams. Franklin has a chance to extend their lead here. Cole Andrews looks to check back in. He hit 3 early threes, hasn't had much action since. See if he can have impact in this final 11 minutes of this second half. Bostic and King come back in for Franklin. As Matthews just goes 1 for 2 from the line. (60-58), under 11 to play. And King comes up with the steal on the pass from Gallery. Now Franklin on the fast break. Bostic is looking for options. Gets it back, goes inside, gives it to King. He'll hop into the paint, throws up a shot, won't go. Fairs throws one up and draws a foul, and he'll shoot 2 free throws.
King doing a little bit of work on both ends of the floor there. Reads that Knox pass very well and breaks that one up. Almost gets a nice push underneath the basket and find a little lane to put one up.
Foul goes on Dante Smith, his third.
Yeah, and they'll check him out of the game here.
Already 1 player in foul trouble with Russell Wright has 4. Dorch has 2, rest of the team with 1.
Yeah, Ryan, in a back and forth matchup like this, you really got to rely on those guys that.
Yes, Fairs missed everything on that free throw.
Yeah, the second one of the night. Again, early in the season, shaking some rust off, learning how to play.
No, I haven't seen a free throw miss everything in a while, let alone twice in 1 game.
A little bit of magic here on this Tuesday night.
Opening matchup here in Spurlock. And at the basket, Andrews scores over the top of Matthews, and now his 1-point game. Into this corner, Samples left all alone. Pump fakes the 3, takes it again. Matthews gets the offensive rebound for Franklin and scores.
Another guy for the Grizzlies putting it out, all out on the defensive side and the offense. I know he missed the block there, but Matthews really got up on there and slapped the back of the glass.
Now driving at the basket is Stewart, and he'll draw the foul for the and 1 on Jesse Fairs. Jesse Morgan and Aiden Derry will both check back in. Fairs checks out as he picked up his 2nd foul. And Josh Stewart will shoot 2 shots. 1 for 2 from the line so far tonight. And 1 play, sorry. So just 1 free throw, converts to 3-point play. Tie ball game at 63, under 10 to play. Bostic drives, finds Matthew on the back gut, gets cut off, into Morgan inside, draws a foul and scores.
Very nice move there by Morgan. Pumps inside and gets the outside look and draws a foul too. Just adding 1 to the excellent play there.
Franklin, just good ball movement, finding cutters, finding the open man once the guy commits, and just finding the right player at the right time, being unselfish, team play.
Really causing some trouble for this Prairie Fire defense.
Morgan can't cap off the three-point play, and it stays a 2-point game for Knox College. Stewart gives it up for Gallery, guarded by Samples. Now back to Stewart. Into the corner now, Marinov, guarded by Bostic, drives inside, takes a wild shot, can't get it to go. Rebound grabbed by King, up top for Matthews. Stewart back on defense, but Matthews lays it in.
Great hustle there by both King and Matthews, able to connect and find a nice basket.
And then Matthews commits the foul there on the inbound. Gallery was running there alongside with Matthews and tried to pick his pocket. Gets the foul.
I just got a little excited. You just made a great play. It's tough to give up an opportunity where you could go for a steal and you just get in front of him a little bit there.
Franklin already 3 players into double figures. Multiple guys looking to join the cusp. They've won their last 2 matchups by having 4 guys in double figures. See if we can break that mark again, up by 4.
That was Matthews' 3rd foul tonight as well.
So 1-1 here for Sean Gallery. And he misses it short. The rebound grabbed by Andrews. Kicks it out for Stewart. Pump fakes, backed out to Andrews. Now Andrews drive inside. Good recovery defense, not allowed the 3 there. But Stewart drives inside and scores for Knox. Matthews up top to Morgan. Now King with 15 on the shot clock. Bostic steps inside, kicks to Samples in the corner. Back out to Bostic. He'll try a 3-pointer off the front rim. Samples trying to grab the board, saves it for Morgan inside. Morgan goes up and scores.
Very nice spin by Morgan and a great play by Samples there to keep that ball alive.
Samples just put in the hustle effort on all ends of the court. Had that big block earlier on Stewart. Now hustling for rebounds on the offensive end.
And that's what you want to see from your senior leaders.
And then King alters a shot at the rim and grabs the rebound. Franklin has a chance to extend the lead some more here. Over to Samples. Thought about the 3-pointer, gives it up for Morgan. Morgan at the top of the key. Gives it into King. King trying to back in on Andrews, turns around, gets it poked away, and that one goes off of Stewart, and then it'll be a Franklin possession here. That'll take us to our next media timeout. Franklin leads by 4, 69-65. We'll be back in just a moment.
Nice.
Final 7:48 to play of the second half. Franklin leads by 4. Braden Flanagan and Jesse Morgan lead. Franklin scores 16 and 15 apiece. Franklin on the inbound, 11 to shoot on the shot clock. Bostic gets it in quickly to King. And Samples drive, kick out to Matthews. He's open for 3. He drills it. Huge 3, Cooper Matthews.
And that will get the third Franklin player into double-digit points here tonight. Like you said earlier in this game, a lot of scorers on this Franklin offense.
Cooper Matthews, kind of that breakout player, Franklin, this season from his sophomore year, or from his freshman to sophomore. He's averaging just 3 points a game last year, averaging 15 this season, has 10 tonight.
Yeah, and that's huge when you have a player that can come off the bench and do that for you.
Inside, Gallery can't score over the top of Morgan, and Franklin, another chance to extend some lead. Samples backing in on Davis, goes underneath, and gets the basket with the foul. Cody Samples with a chance for a three-point play at the line. Chance to put the lead back into double digits.
Yeah, and that senior mentality is showing up here. He knows he's a leader on this team, and he needs to make a statement here tonight, especially in this close game with a lot of back and forth scoring.
Can't get the three-point play to go, but offensive rebound by Morgan, and then gets it up to King, and he'll score.
A much-needed 4-point trip for the Grizzlies as they extend their lead to 11 now.
Yeah. Biggest lead for Franklin, ties the biggest lead of the night by either team. Knox led by 11 in the first half. Now Stewart wrapped up in the middle, gets it into Gallery, and he'll score with the foul.
So teams trading these three-point possessions as we're at 6:44 left in the second half.
Franklin opening up an 11-point lead, but we saw when Franklin went up with 10 earlier, it erased just as quickly.
And no lead safe in college basketball, and we know that. I mean, it's been clear here tonight. I think we've seen this could be the third over 10-point lead change as we get down and these runs really start to take effect.
Franklin just needs to keep playing their style of basketball. Down this final 6:35 to play, stay in front against this tough Knox College team. Samples gives up for Matthews. Samples calling for the screen from Morgan. Takes it. Now Bostic. Now inside to Morgan. Has the size advantage. Just 4 to shoot. He'll kick it out for Matthews. Top of the key three. Banks it in.
Banks open on Tuesday.
Always is. For Cooper Matthews, his second three. Has 13. Gallery will drive inside and score with the right hand.
Very nice lay there by Gallery.
He is clinical at the rim. I haven't seen him miss much from inside 3 feet.
Yeah, and I think that's where they want to get him the ball. I mean, tonight he showed it, and as you said earlier in this broadcast, he's done it against a lot of opponents this season so far.
Matthews gives it up for Samples. Inside for Morgan. Takes it to the basket and draws another foul. And the basket took a whack there, though, on the shot. Morgan in some discomfort.
Yeah, might need a second to shake that one off.
Immediately grabbed his hand. Thought might have dislocated it or heard something pop. I don't think seems to be too bad. He's looking to get to this line pretty quickly here.
Yeah, he's walking it off well.
81-70, Jesse Morgan trying to cap off this three-point play. And he does so this time. 18 points in the night for Jesse Morgan.
Gives Franklin their biggest lead of the night as well.
Stewart, guarded by Samples. Drives baseline, kicks it back out for Rogers. Taken away by Samples. That's Samples' 6th steal of the game. Into the corner, Matthews, another three-pointer. That one way too far off target.
Yeah, a little excited. He's made 2 in a row there. You've got to settle down and set your feet and shoot that one from the corner.
And driving inside, block there, called on Cooper Matthews. Looked like he might have had the position, but might have been a foot on the arc there.
Yeah, and you don't know really if his feet were set. I mean, we don't have instant replay up here. But, yeah, that's going to be his 4th of the night.
2 Franklin players with 4 fouls, Lynn King the other one. So Cooper Matthews will probably check out here with 4:50 to play. Archie looking to come back in as Gallery misses the first of 2 free throws.
And that's a pretty critical hit for this Grizzlies offense. Matthews made a name for himself in the second half with 13 points on that.
11 of those 13 coming in the second half. Just had 2 for the halftime break. 82-71, 4:50 to play. Bostic, Flanagan, Samples, Archie, and Morgan, the 5 on the floor. Bostic goes quickly down to the rim. Can't get it to go on the layup. Now Rogers, guarded by Bostic, into the right, playing with 4 fouls. Cross court for Andrews, his 3-pointer off the back rim. And going up for the rebound is Flanagan, and Bostic can't secure it. Right inside, draws a foul on the shot.
And you have 2 Grizzly defenders on the floor there. That's never a good look. Maybe the smart thing is to draw a foul there and let them shoot. Prairie Fire shooting 55% from the free throw line.
That's taking the free charity opportunities are the Knox College Prairie Fire. And Russell Wright shooting his first 2 attempts of the night, makes the first. Franklin enters the bonus plus 10 fouls, so all fouls will be 2 free throws for Knox the rest of the way. Franklin still in the 1-and-1 bonus. So 82-73, Wright drills both free throws. Give him 7 points. Now Archie fakes the handoff, drives inside, draws a contact on Carl Dortch.
Archie takes a hard fall to the ground there. Looks to be all right as he's getting up and towards that free throw line.
Springs right back up. Tough player is Malachi Archie from Park Tudor.
Yeah, he plays with a lot of physicality and a lot of effort on the floor.
And 2 big threes in that first half. Malachi Archie, 8 points on the night. And makes first free throw here. Two for 2 at the line for Malachi Archie. That sees Franklin have 5 scores in double figures.
Yeah, and if you're Coach Hamilton, that's what you like to see. I mean, your offense is clicking very well. It's just fixing some stuff on the defensive end.
So 84-73 with just over 4 minutes to play. And then pass over to Smith as his foot was on the line, trying to save it. And another turnover. 20th turnover for Knox.
Yeah, you like to see 20 in a lot of other stat columns, but the turnover, not your favorite.
20 turnovers, just 9-11 turnover margin for Franklin. You win that battle that heavily, it's almost hard to lose a game.
Yeah, but Knox have kept it close. They've done a great job at the offense side.
As Morgan goes up and under and scores. 20-point night for Jesse Morgan III. Smith fakes a 3. Few fans kind of wanted the up and down call there. We saw him have that earlier in the first half. And Stewart with just 5 to shoot. And he'll turn around and hit the jumper.
Yeah, you see Archie kind of smile there. He knows he played some real good defense against Smith and just wasn't able to get that break up.
86-75, under 3 to play. Into the low post with Morgan. Working on Dortch. Ooh, no look pass. Finds Samples on the cut. Skipping a hop from Jesse Morgan. He's playing with some energy.
Yeah, when you have a 20-point night and you're making assists like that, it's going to be a fun time for you. He's really come into his skill set as a player and showing it off here tonight.
And so Knox will take a timeout, down by 13. 2:49 to play. We'll be back in just a moment.
Come out of here, 13-point lead right now. 13 points. 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 13 points.
this IU game.
Yeah. They put us on that. There's something wrong.
Yeah. So 13-point game, 2:49 to play. Knox has the ball. Gallery trying to mount a comeback, has 25 on the night. Can anybody else help him out? Stewart's been trying to do his job. He goes inside, and he'll score on the turnaround again. And now Knox going to go into a full court press with 2:30 to play. Matthews back into the game, playing with 4 fouls. Gets it across court to Samples. Flanagan and Franklin just happy to eat up the clock here.
Yeah, they have a 11-point lead here late. It's time to not get selfish, and there's in and out by Archie.
I could not have been more down the rim. I don't know how that one popped out for Archie. Flanagan inside, gets trapped up, finds Samples, and Samples will score.
And that's a great offensive possession there for the Grizzlies. You know, you eat up some time. I know that first one didn't fall for you, but you eventually get your 2 points.
And then an offensive foul committed there by Dortch. Threw a little bit of high arm there on Flanagan. Didn't love the call, was Dortch, but it looked like clear foul on offensive end. So 13-point lead, 1:51 to play. Franklin just going to eat up clock here. Matthews kicks out to Archie in the corner. Bullseye for Malachi Archie. That one should be the dagger.
Yeah, and you saw that Knox elected to move out of that full court press as this lead kind of grew for the Grizzlies, and that one's going to almost be the dagger here tonight.
Right, we'll try a 3, won't fall. Flanagan grabs the offensive rebound, and then a foul committed there by Gallery. That'll be free throws for Franklin. About minute 13 to play. Chet, I'll ask you, who's your play of the night for Franklin?
I mean, it's got to be Jesse Morgan. He's made plays on both sides of the court tonight. Big help in the defense with his size and, you know, just getting down in the low post and getting baskets falling, getting to the free throw line.
That's Flanagan at the line, drills the first of 2. Will Spellman will check in for Lynn King.
It's a great time for Coach Hamilton to get some of his younger players in the game, get them some of that well-deserved experience.
Coach Harvey doing the same there. Gets Ryan Eardros into the game. First time he'll play in his career for Knox College. As well as Braden Phelan. As Flanagan hits both free throws, moves his tally up to 18 on the night. And I'm going to pick my player of the game here, Chet. I'm going to go with Cody Samples. 16 points, 5 for 7 for the free throw line. He had 6 steals and 5 assists, doing it on both ends.
Yeah, when you really look down his stat column there, you kind of pick up he's making plays at both ends of the court as well. And, yeah, he didn't score all the points tonight, but you can't with this roster. There's 6'5" dudes in double figures.
Yeah, Franklin playing that team basketball we talked about at the top of the broadcast, and it showed out and worked here. As Stewart drove inside and drew a foul on Franklin. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Stewart having a big game, 18 points. His season high.
Yeah, and Stewart's really been the only help for Gallery tonight. I mean, 25 points from Gallery, 18 from Stewart. When you have only 2 guys really driving your offensive production, it's going to be a tough night.
Only 6 for 11 from 3. They really abandoned that three-point line in the second half.
Yeah, it was really working for him in the first half, especially when Franklin grew to that early lead here in the second. You'd like to see him go back to the three-point shot. Really just didn't get the opportunity.
Jackson Page into the game for Franklin as well as Connor McNabb in for Franklin. He misses that shot in the corner. Beverly tries to go for the steal. Stewart on the fast break. Goes inside, can't score. Spellman grabs the board. Franklin could practically just dribble out the rest of this clock. 6 or 7 second difference in the shot clock and game clock. as McNabb loses it there. Shot clock turns off for Knox College. Should be our ball game. They'll probably put up a shot or two as Eardros will try a three. Won't fall. Over to Morgenstern inside to Eardros. He'll try a hook shot and he'll score. First career points for Ryan Eardros here into the game.
Good for him, and they're just going to let this one fall out. And the Grizzlies pick up a nice 14-point victory here at home in the season opener at home.
So Franklin moved to 3-1 on the season, 3-game win streak for Franklin. You know, that was a resilient performance for Franklin. Down by 11 in that first half, and then coming back, making it a 2-point game going into halftime, and coming out in the second half and dominating.
Yeah, and that second half play was really big. I mean, there was 4 lead changes that we're not really talking about in that second half. They had a 10-point lead that really just vanished in a blink of an eye. And then they came back resilient, a lot of heavy effort plays, very nice hustle on both ends of the court. They were able to secure this one tonight.
Sean Gallery leads all scorers with 25 points. Jesse Morgan led the Franklin scorers with 20 points. He also had 6 assists and 4 rebounds. Cody Samples had 16 points, 5 assists, 6 steals, 1 block, 3 rebounds. Cody Samples, Braden Flanagan had 18, hitting 3 threes. Franklin team shot 50% from the field goal range, 33% from 3. Knox shot just 57% from the field, 50% from three-point line, 62% from the free throw line. Franklin really using that points off turnovers, 31 points off turnovers.
Yeah, that played a critical piece of their offense tonight. And we go back to Knox turned the ball over 21 times tonight, and that's not going to be a good stat for anyone, and you just can't have this, especially when you're coming on the road to a hostile environment.
So that will do it for our coverage here. Franklin will be back in action against Milliken on Saturday, and then back here on Grizz TV December 4th, Wednesday, open up HCAC play versus the top Anderson Ravens. They just played the #1 team in the nation and lost by 2.
Well, yeah, they've got a good program over there, and I know that's someone we've been battling for the last couple of seasons. So Franklin looking to shake it up early in the Heartland, always a good basketball conference and some interesting play. So hopefully they can grab a win there as well.
Yeah. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I was Ryan Gage. With me was Chet Sproles. Have a great rest of your night.